Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm going to be doing a video about Winter's interview with B. Simone on her podcast. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button. Thank you guys so much. I hit 500. I said 500K. Manifestation. I am going to hit 500K, but I hit 5K on YouTube. So thank you guys. I wouldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. I always read the comments and everything, and I get a fucking key out of it. So she went on B. Simone's podcast. As you guys know, her and B. Simone are friends. So I just didn't expect her to really kind of ask her like in-depth questions that I wanted her to ask. So you already know B. Simone. It's oh my God, this is my friend Winter. Okay, she's gonna spill the tea. Okay, this is Winter Ramos from BGC. Okay. She's here to tell us about her experience about being half black. Is she really white? I don't know. We'll see. Baby girl. So she was giving us very much that energy that, B. Simone usually gives us, and she didn't really go in. But I did like this podcast because I got to understand Winter a little bit more than I did before. Okay. So they talked about how like she likes to be introduced and stuff like that. And she says she doesn't like to be called she doesn't like to be associated with BGC. As you guys know, Winter has went on rampages and rampages about this, about how she doesn't want to be associated with the franchise. But sometimes she talks about the franchise a lot. So I'm like, girl, if you don't want to be associated with it, just don't talk about it at all. Like it never existed. Like some of the girls on BGC did that you would have never thought they've been on BGC. Like Elise from Bad Girls Club. If you go on her socials, first of all, Elise isn't even her real name. Let's keep it a buck. I'm friends with her brother, right? Like, because he lives down here, like in Florida. He's literally my profile, like my YouTube, like this is a little tea for you guys. If you guys don't know, my profile picture on YouTube and on my photography page on Instagram, Elise's brother took that because he's a photographer too. So it's like that's a little tidbit for you guys. So this BGZ shit I'm integrated in. I'm playing, but no, like see now they lost my their train of thought. But yeah, if girls like her, you would never thought they would be associated with BGC because they don't talk about it. And Elise was smart enough to not use her real name. I'm not gonna say her real name, but those of you that know her real name know her real name. Elise isn't even her real name, so like she makes sure not to talk about on social media just due to her business background that she's in right now. She's currently in real estate. Girls like Ashley from BGC6, a lot of the girls from BGC that went on there and got off the show, they don't mention a peep about the show, don't comment nothing about the show because they don't want to be associated with it. Okay, so she was just like, oh, like mind you, girl, if we took a shot for every time Winter said like, we would all be alcoholics. Okay, we would all be alcoholics because this is her every 2 seconds. Like bitches was calling me, hella white. Like, they was calling me like mixed breed, like so yeah, like every 2 seconds it was like, I was like, oh my God, Winter, expand the vocabulary. That's besides the point. Okay, I want to be someone to be like, baby girl, can you speak correct English, please? Okay, that's all I ask. Like, I want to be someone to say that because I'm like, Jesus Christ. She said like a lot, but she said she doesn't want to be associated with BGC at all. So when she introduces herself to like everybody, she basically says she's like an influencer, she's like a singer, like she doesn't want that associated next to her name, which I understand. Like it makes a lot of sense because you guys know the rep that BGC has gotten is giving her a really, really bad rep because of the whole biracial thing. So she talked about her biracial background. So this made a lot more sense to me because she explained that the reason why, which I knew her dad was in prison, but she said she only had about like one picture with her father. That's why she couldn't post multiple pictures when people were just like, oh, you're not mixed, you're not mixed, you're not mixed. I believed Winter was mixed. The only thing that gets me about Winter, you were in a group called White Girl Mob. Okay, so this is where people kind of get it misconstrued and messed up because had she not been in that group, I feel like she wouldn't have gotten a lot of the backlash that she did. But because people dig in people's backgrounds, because the world of social media is so deep and goes back decades, they go and they dug that up and they saw that you were in White Girl Mob. So they're like, oh, girl, you a white girl because you in White Girl Mob. Like, why are you in like White Girl Mob? You feel me? So that's why I feel like she gets a lot of the bad rep is because she was in that band, girl. It wasn't the OMG girls. You should have joined that band, Winter. But I'm just playing. But I feel like that's most of the reason too. Plus, Winter does some stuff on social media that's like questionable. Like that whole dancing when she was dancing in front of like these women, these black women, like on the beach or something, she was like twerking, and then she was just like, look at them, they're like hating on me. She victimizes herself a lot, and it's probably due to her past and due to her childhood, but she victimizes herself a lot, which gets her into hot water, and it makes her an easy target. Because if you're constantly victimizing yourself and the woe is me, people are going to see that and they're going to target you because they're going to see that you're easily affected. That's why these trolls are relentless on her, because it's so easy to kind of pick on her, which I'm glad she doesn't back down and she stands up for herself. So you got to give it to her when it comes to that. She talked about BGC 16, about how she was casted on there, and how BGC 15 she was gonna be on there. Imagine if she got casted. Imagine her in the same house with Jamie and Jazz. Like she would have been like, these bitches is hella ghetto. Like these bitches, feel me, need hella dresses. They wear hella booty shorts. The booty shorts are seeping into their ass. Like Winter would have been on those type of vibes had she been on BGC 15. So it would have been kind of interesting to see her get casted on there. So she was gonna get on there with her sister, and when her not her sister, a friend of hers, they were gonna act like they were sisters, basically. So when they were gonna act like they were sisters, the next season after, the producers kind of went after her, was like, hey, we gonna cast you, baby girl. And then she was like, ew, baby girl, you're gonna cast me on BGC 16, in the words of B Simone. So that's how she got casted on BGC 16, just because of the whole BGC 15 little audition stuff that she tried to pull off, right? She talked about how her dad is is in prison because of sexual assault, so that's why she doesn't really associate with her dad. So that was kind of sad to hear, and it kind of explains her relationships and why like she has relationship problems and stuff currently up to her age now, right? And then she talked about her book, The See I Was Right, and she said that she's going to be releasing a part 2. Y'all, do you guys want me to read excerpts from the book? Because you guys know I could just read it in her voice and we could really gag about that book. Like, let me know if you guys want me to read that book, because that would be kind of really, really lit for us to kind of read it, especially because she said she's probably going to be releasing a part 2 of the book, which will be very, very interesting. Because I heard good reviews about the book. I've had friends of mine who have read the book and they said they liked it, such and such. So I want to see what the book is giving, to be honest. Because yeah, she kind of insinuated that she isn't going to return, because I think towards the end of the interview, B Simone was like, are you gonna come back to BGC? And then she was just like, just know I'm gonna be doing boss things or something like that. So yeah. Hopefully I do want to see her on the actual reboot of the show, like a lot. And the thing that I found interesting too about the whole troll situation, she said that the reason why she would troll the trolls, which I'm like, okay, at least I thought that some of the stuff she was doing, she was purposely doing it. This is the thing with Winter. She doesn't explain herself enough, which at the end of the day, she's grown. She doesn't have to. But when you have that much of people like hating your guts for no reason, you want to kind of explain a little bit of yourself, right? So some of the stuff that she explained about she made like a TikTok one day or something, the brown skin girl. So she basically did that to troll, because as you guys can see, she's technically not a brown skin girl, she's a mixed skin girl. So I feel she did that. She explained to kind of troll the trolls, which was kind of funny hearing it now. But back then I was just like, what is she trying to be funny? Like, this isn't funny. Like, girl, you're not brown skin. You know what I'm saying? So that made a lot more sense. Had she explained that back then, people would have been probably a lot lighter on her. Did you guys check out the podcast, and what did you guys think of B Simone's interviewing skills? Did you think baby girl was doing her thing? Okay, let me know what you guys think, entertainers. Leave your comments down below. Did you guys check out the podcast? Are you guys gonna check out Winter's second version of the book when she does release it? All right, entertainers, we are out, babies.
No personal thing.